Welcome to this example. In this one, we are saying a private nonprofit four-year colleges charge on average $27,878 per year in tuition and fees. That's a lot. The standard deviation is 6,723. That's how much they, because not every private nonprofit four-year college is the same. The average is 27,878, but some are more than that, less than that. How far off of that are they? Standard deviation. That's the typical amount there above or below that average. That's what standard deviation is. Assume the distribution is normal. That is our key word for the day. Normal. Okay, blah, 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 blah. What is the distribution? What they want here is they want you to put the mean and the standard deviation. Because you're saying it's a N for normal distribution whose mean, whose middle is right there. So that's going to be 27,878. And standard deviation is 6,723, as you see those answers there. Okay, next line. Find the probability that a randomly selected private, blah, 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 costs less than 29,937. So if you grab one at random, so if this is the truth, that for all the private nonprofit four-year colleges, that's the average they charge, yet they're not all right on the average. They deviate from that typically by 67.23. So if you, what's the chance, find the probability that if you randomly grab one of those colleges, it will cost less than 29,937. How do we do that? Well, let me show you the notes. So I'm going to go to our course here. Okay, I'm sharing the home screen. All right, so right here, go click on notes, and I've already got them open right here. The Unit 2 notes. Here it is, Unit 2 notes. If you come down, what section are we on right here? Well, we're on this section because it says normally distributed. Remember, it said normal. The distribution is normal. Mean and standard deviation given. So that's us. Okay, so what do? First, draw a normal bell-shaped curve. Put a line in the middle with the mean below it. Next, put on the graph to the right or the left of the middle at the bottom, the value they mentioned. Okay, let's go do that real quick. We'll come back to this in a minute. Okay, so I'm going to draw a bell curve. A lot of people skip this step. I think this will really help you. I encourage you to do it. Put a line in the middle with the mean. The mean is the 27,878, right? That's the mean. That's the middle. That means, so normal distribution is a bell shape. Normal bell. Sorry, I'm just writing fast here. Normal bell. In other words, that's how things are normally distributed in a bell curve. That's what most things in life are distributed that way. That's why we call it a normal curve or a bell curve. Meaning what? Meaning whatever this is the average, the mean is in the middle. Meaning whatever the average is, in this case, cost of private colleges, um, most of them are going to be right around that average. Some of them are going to be higher, some are going to be lower. Most are right. So the big hump is in the middle. Then as you get really way more expensive, there's few of them way more expensive, or way cheaper. There's fewer of those. Bell-shaped distribution. Okay. Now it said put the middle on and then put the other number on. What other number? This number, 29,937. Now, this is a number line. Here's 27,000. So where's 29? To the right or the left? It's going to be to the right. It's going to be over here, huh? 29,937. This is 27,878. So I'm coming up with that, and we're trying to find this area here. This making sense. So I just followed the instructions on the notes. It said draw the bell curve, put the middle on, that's the mean. They gave me the mean. And then put the other number on to the right or the left. Well, 29 is to the right of 27. It's bigger, right? This is a number line, just a normal. So there'd be 30, 31, 32. Over here would be 26, 25,000, etc. Numbers get bigger to the right, smaller to the left, like a number line. So we have to find this section in here, the probability. This is, like, so there's a whole bunch of colleges in the United States. And for private nonprofit four-year colleges, the average one charges 27,878, and some charge more, some charge less. What's the probability if you grab one at random, it'll cost, what does it say? Less than 29,937. Oh, less. Less goes this way. Oh, so I should have extended this. less is that way, isn't it? Are you tracking with me? It just keeps on going forever that way, right? Because all the colleges this way charge less than 29,937, which is what they asked. If you grab a college at random from the United States, four-year private nonprofit, what's the chance it's going to charge less than 29,937? Well, all the colleges that charge less are always here's the average, but 29,937 is above the average. But what's the chance it's less? Well, most of them are going to be right. That's more than half the curve. Its answer is going to be more than 50%. Most of the colleges are less than that. The chance if we grab a college at random, we're going to get one that charges less than that is pretty good. It's going to be more than a 50% chance. There's more than half the curve there. Now, the question is exactly how much is all that? How are we going to do that? Well, now this is, by the way, part B here. We'll do C in a minute. Well, let's go back again to our notes. Look what it says. Now, on this, are they asking for a percentage or probability? Or are they giving you a percent? Well, it said right at the beginning of the problem, part B, find the probability. Okay. So first of all, what are we going to use? Online normal probability calculator. We're going to go there. And they're asking for a probability. So what are we going to do? We're going to put in the low and the high, left and right side of the section. If the graph goes forever left, the low is negative 999. R just does go forever left. If the graph goes forever right, then the high is positive 999. If n is greater than 1, more than one person, no, ours is not. We're just saying one college, so we don't have to worry about that. All right. So we're going to go then to like they're saying. Let me go back to the graph one more time, and then we'll get to the answer. A lot of back and forth here. Okay, so what I'm saying is we're trying in those notes, we're trying to find all of this because that's everybody less than 29,937. Well, therefore, we want to go from here. This is the low, and this is the high. That's what it's saying. That's what it said in the notes. The low is the left edge. Now you might wonder, whoa, how'd you get that negative 999? Well, think about a number line, right? Number line has 0 in the middle, and then the numbers to the left go negative. So if you go forever left, it's going to be, to the right, the numbers are positive, right? So if we're going forever to the left, we're going to go to negative 9999. That's just what we always do whenever we have a bell curve that goes left forever. Now, I know you might say, how can a college be negative? I know, but it's a mathematical probability. So just on the curve, forever left is negative 99999. That's what we always do when it goes forever left. If it goes to the right, we do positive, but anyway, that's not ours. So there's our low, there's our high. That's what we're going to do. Okay, let's go back to it. Okay, so again, see what it says right here. It says, go to the online normal probability calculator. And again, put the low and the high. The graph goes forever left, then the low is negative 999. Well, you can put 4 nines or 5 nines. It doesn't matter. It's just negative infinity, basically, is what that represents. Okay, let's go to that calculator. Now, where's that calculator? Well, click on the home page. Click on right here on the online calculator. When you get there, what are we doing? We're doing normal. So come on down to normal probability. Normal probability, number 8 there. Normal probability, click on that. Okay, so there's our low, negative 9999. Our high was 29,937. The mean, the middle was 27,878. And the standard deviation, what was that? 6,723. And calculate. The P is, there, see, it shows the same curve we've got from right here going forever left, 0.6203. 0.6203. And so that is the answer for that part. Let me go back to it. Oops, keep switching around here. And so that's how we get that answer, 0.6203. Okay, now, part C. By the way, part B said find the probability. Notice. Okay, part C says find the 79th percentile. 79th percentile. How do we do that? Well, remember the instructions said draw a bell curve. For all these, you draw a bell curve. Put the middle on. Middle's the same, the mean, 27,878. Okay. And now how do I put on the 79th percentile? Well, let's go to the notes. There's the notes. Okay. When they give you a percent or probability, they're giving me a percent, a probability, a percentile, 79. What do? The low is negative 9999. The high you leave blank, and P is the probability given. Ah, okay. So we go to the calculator. We erase what I did last time. I'm going to leave the mean and the standard. That's still there. So they said the low is negative. Bunch of, you do 5, 6, 9. It doesn't matter. Leave the high blank. And the P, what was that? 0.79, right? 79th percentile. See how we can leave the high blank? It's what it says up here. You can just leave one blank and hit calculate. It'll calculate. Boom, there's the high. See, it shows that 79. There's the high, 33,299.57. Rounded to the nearest dollar, that's 33,300. See that? The low. I left the high blank, put in the P as 0.79 because I wanted to find out the 79th percentile. See how this picture shows that 79% of the curve is in this left section? That's what it means. When if you're finding a college, if you're saying, I'm going to go to a college and its cost of its tuition is at the 79th percentile, that means its cost is right here. You know, this is a ranking from 0 to 100. So its cost is 79% along the way. That's more than half, more than 50%, right? 79% along the way. So that means from negative infinity, negative 9999, up to some kind of high, which we just found, will give you 79% of the curve. And we found that high. There's our answer right there. Let's round it to the nearest dollar. I'll show that answer. And so there's that answer, 33,300. So again, what we did, we tried to find, this is the high. And this is the low, again, negative 459 is plenty. And this is 0.79, meaning this college is at the 79th percentile. College that costs 33,300 a year. If your college costs that, it's at the 79th percentile. And so there we go.